Her pack threw her into the snow like trash, but fate brought her to the strongest alpha in the region, and his wolf recognized her the moment he touched her cold skin. No one said her name when she was sent away. They didn't need to. The council didn't look at her, only at the floor, at their rules, at the weight of convenience. An Omega was easy to lose, a quiet one, even easier. You no longer serve this pack. That was all. No accusations, no defense, just dismissal, spoken like the weather. She was given 1 hour to leave the borders, no escort, no supplies worth mentioning. Her things were returned in a bundle that felt lighter than it should have, because somehow her value had been stripped before her belongings were. She didn't cry. She had learned long ago that tears only proved what they already believed, that she was weak, that she would not be missed. So she walked. Snow kissed the hem of her cloak as dusk settled over the trees. Wolves watched her go from the shadows, curiosity replacing cruelty now that she was no longer theirs to break. She kept moving because stopping meant listening to the doubt they'd planted in her bones. You were never meant to stay. You were only tolerated. You will not survive alone. By the time night fully claimed the forest, her steps slowed, not from fear, but exhaustion. And that was when the ground trembled. He felt her before he saw her, a presence at the edge of his territory, steady, stubborn, unbowed. Kalen, alpha of the high ridge, did not lead by noise or cruelty. His strength had been tested in war, in loss, in the long silence that followed both. When his patrol caught her scent, they prepared for the worst. He did not. He followed it himself. She stood near the boundary stones, shoulders squared despite the cold, chin lifted as if daring the world to take one more thing from her. She did not kneel. She did not beg. And when she finally turned toward him, her eyes did not lower. That was when he knew. Not power that demanded attention, not submission masquerading as peace, but something quieter, something held. "You are beyond your pack's borders," he said. "I know." Her voice was calm, not defiant, resolved. "Why?" "They didn't need me." Silence stretched between them. He studied her the way one studies steel, looking for cracks, knowing the strongest metal often bears them invisibly. "They were wrong," he said finally. She let out a slow breath, as though she had not realized she'd been holding one. He did not offer her shelter out of pity. He did not promise safety lightly. He simply said, "Come inside my lands. You will not be wasted here." She expected observation. What she did not expect was intention. Kalen did not confine her. He did not coddle her. He did not speak down to her gentleness as if it were a flaw. He trained her. Not to make her something else, but to show her what she already was. He taught her how to hold her ground, how to listen to instinct without shrinking, how to trust her balance, her timing, her restraint. He stood behind her when she faltered, in front of her when others questioned her place, beside her when she learned to strike, not in anger, but in certainty. The pack noticed. They noticed the way she walked taller, the way Kalen's gaze followed her, not possessive, but attentive, the way no one dared speak over her once he began asking her opinion. When a rival pack challenged her presence, calling her discarded, useless, Kalen's response was immediate. She was never weak, he said calmly. She was simply surrounded by those who could not see strength unless it roared. His voice never rose. It did not need to. He placed a hand at her back then, not claiming, not marking, just steadying. And for the first time in her life, she felt defended without being diminished. News travels quickly between packs, especially regret. Her former alpha came himself, months later, standing before Kalen's hall with humility too late to be useful. "We made a mistake," he admitted. She stood beside Kalen now, not behind him. No fear, no apology offered. "I know," she said. They saw it then. the way she carried herself, the way Kaylin did not overshadow her, but mirrored her strength, the way she was no longer something to be endured, but someone to be reckoned with. They had thrown her away, and she had become invaluable. The bond did not come with thunder. It came quietly, a night by the fire, a moment when her hand found his, when he leaned close, not to claim, but to ask. She answered by staying. Kaylin rested his forehead against hers, breath warm, steady. "You were always worth finding," he murmured. She believed him, not because he was the strongest alpha, but because he saw her when no one else did. And this time, when she stood at his side, it was not because she had been chosen, it was because she had risen,